Hello, and welcome to another edition of After the Whistle, Wednesday, September 17th. I don't know. At this point, hey, the days just go by. I'm here. Stevie's back with us. Todd's here with new Rebels gear. He got new Chelsea gear.
That's important, man.
Yo, GBL champs last year.
Oh, that's the middle school. Okay.
Yeah, so I had to rock it today. You know, we're going for the back-to-back.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And it looks good too. It looks like we might have a good chance. Honestly, we're looking to do some good things too. Different things. I was, reaching out to Simi.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He coaches a middle school team. My brother coaches a middle school team. So I kind of want to put something together where we all just.
That'll be dope.
That'd be good to get. Chelsea. People be forgetting Chelsea did have like a basketball history back, back when we was teenagers and stuff like that.
The rivalry with Tech.
Yeah. So.
And St. Mary's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we played St. Mary's. We played Chelsea my freshman year before we moved.
Okay. Yeah. So. Hey man, a lot of good things happening.
And too, we need to get that whole inter-city playing against each other thing.
Right.
Because these kids don't even play outside. They don't really come across each other till high school.
Right.
And after high school in these men's leagues. So it's like, we need to get this iron sharpening iron to help the whole state in our area in the North Shore.
Exactly. I forgot to say Lawrence too. I was talking to KD. KD's doing something up there with the middle school kids, so we're trying to connect it all the way. You're right, T, man. We need a lot of that now.
Yeah, that area got a lot of stuff. Even dudes that do the Hoops Academy, Hoops and Handles.
Coach E. Hoops and Handles. Yeah.
They got stuff with the girls out there. There's a lot of people doing some good things with basketball, just trying. But yeah, you're right. Them in the city, like Lynn, Swampscott, Salem, there's no reason they should never not play each other during the season.
And it just builds rapport. Like, so when you get older, you might have a friend that might train kids that you might to send them to. He might be in Beverly, Salem, Lawrence, Chelsea. You know what I mean? You don't know where they might be. And we have so many connections just because we play sports against each other. So after, you have animosity when you're playing against each other. But like after that, it's a whole. The basketball universe is big, but the world is so small.
Oh yeah.
You always know somebody and know somebody. Trust me.
I played all my ball in Boston pretty much when I was young, to be honest. I was in Roxbury. I got a lot of friends like in Boston, Dorchester, I know Roger and all of them. I knew them I didn't know them from this. I knew Roger since I was like 12 years old. You know what I mean? Playing basketball in Boston. Real stuff.
Same. Yeah. I tell kids you gotta go over that bridge before you get to high school. Like elementary, middle school is where you start to play against these kids. And I tell people, only competition we had growing up was Boston, Lawrence, and Peabody occasionally.
Yeah.
They can shoot.
Yeah, Peabody having it.
Salem, and when I was young,
we used to piss on them.
Yeah, but see, when I was young, they, Scooney had just left, so they was just different. Scooney and them that was a different breed, bro.
Yeah.
Huh, Pedro?
The best high school player I've ever seen around this area.
Yo, Scooney was different, bro. I'm telling you, I never seen anything like it.
Coach, he's like at Memphis now, right? Assistant out there?
He might be with Penny, I think. Yeah, but Scooney, man, that boy. I don't know if you seen him, T, but.
Nah, I was young. Some of my family members are close to his family,
Ohio State. He got drafted to the Spurs. He went.
I've seen him. I just didn't see him in person.
Real quick, I remember when he transferred from Boston College to
Ohio State.
They were 5-25 the previous year. When he came in, he actually, I think it was like 25-8.
Didn't they go to like the Final Four or something? Or?
Yeah, Michael Redd.
Yeah, different, bro.
That's dope, man. Yeah. In other words, kids play more basketball.
Yeah, get out there and play against other cities. Don't just stay around your hood.
Yeah, play outside too.
It'll make you better too.
Yeah.
Make you better.
Yeah, play outside. Outside brings out the dog. I don't know if the Dolphins brought out the dog and the Pats or whatever, but I don't know. Anytime the Pats and Dolphins play, they never play a normal game. Like this game wasn't normal at all. Yeah. It was just a wild game. But hey, they got the win. That's all that matters. They got the win.
Know what that game reminded me of? Flipping a coin. 50-50, yo. Boop.
I'll be honest, I'm just glad the Pats are looking like, they're somewhat getting on track in regards to, the success in the red zone. I talked about they have a hard time getting to the end zone, so going 3 for 4, red zone is pretty good, especially against Miami, who you always want to beat because that's like our little division rival.
Yeah.
So, and it showed that they went down there for a business trip.
And they ran the ball a little bit more than they did week 1.
Yeah, and
No more success.
they protected the quarterback.
Yeah.
They protected the quarterback. I read somewhere like Will Campbell that game, he had like a high grade.
Yeah, because Judon, he was matched up with Judon.
Yeah.
Judon was going at him, but he was doing his thing.
And then another one of their offensive linemen also had a high grade. So they did a way better job giving Drake May time this game, and he wasn't. No interceptions for him.
Yeah,
He was very
that's a
he was very smart with his decision making. There was a few times he just stayed in that pocket and found the guy when it was breaking down.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm kind of heartbroken because, I like to gamble. So I figured Boutte, I thought he was have a better week. Where did he go?
What was his over under? Y'all with one
I bet-
catch of
I
16
don't-
yards.
See?
But it was a touchdown though.
Yeah, but I bet receptions, I bet yardage.
Yeah.
So I figured he'd have like four catches, at least 50 yards.
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah.
No, that's a stretch for him?
No,
not at
that's
all.
not a stretch, but
So what happened?
that's what happens when you
what
gamble
happened?
though. That's gambling for you.
For one, he just wasn't targeted the way he should be. And then, like I said, they're utilizing the run game now.
Yeah,
They was
only-
averaging 4.2 yards a run. I'm like, that's almost half a first down each time you touch the ball. So it's like they're understanding that he's not Brady, and they got to ease him into things. So unfortunately, you got to be a little more strategic when you're picking your
Right.
receivers.
He only had
Or who
one.
you bet
Yeah,
with.
he only had one target. That was his only target.
That's
of the
what I'm
game.
saying. But
Unless he got hurt.
Did you see week 1?
Yeah, week
But
one.
does May have a favorite yet? I don't think he has. I don't think he really understands his wide
Henry.
receivers yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Henry.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't be gambling like that, because stuff like that. Because it's stuff like that.
Then it's like I don't think he really knows who he can go to in the crunch time yet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
type of
that was that
favorite.
type
And
of game, too.
That comes with him just playing more.
But
Because week 1, they kind of scored early. They would look good early. Yeah.
But this one, it was a better all-around game.
And Miami just sucks.
Yo.
Their coaching staff is awful.
Oh, my God, they're
They're
terrible.
gonna run 2 into the ground.
They're bad. They are bad.
Yeah, it's like the wheels are starting to fall off.
Tyreek's out of there.
Man.
He's going to be out of there.
Because honestly, a lot of these franchises that were bottom of the barrel, they got to like the middle of the garbage can. Then they just fell back down.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, did they make a playoff run? A little bit.
They didn't make the playoffs last year.
With Tua?
They made the playoffs 2 years ago.
Okay.
But last year they didn't make the playoffs, and it's
Some of these franchises, they're trying their best, but you gotta just clean the house and start over, man. I'm sorry. Some of these franchises are never gonna be what they want to be.
it's like it's so bad in Miami right now.
Who we got next week? The Jets?
No, the Pats take on the Steelers at home. And, the Steelers didn't look good week 2 either. So
Yeah,
they got a chance. But hey, 1-1 right now. Just get the wins as you can.
Aaron gonna slice us up. I'm calling it right now. And I love my Pats.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
It's his last one against the Patriots too?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
He said he's done. That's one of my guys too. That's what I'm telling you. He's gonna come to New England.
I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so.
Gonzalez playing? He
I'm
better.
not sure, but
We got rid of my guy Peppers. We got rid of what is it?
But Rodgers. He ain't coming off a good game himself. So
Let me ask you something. They win?
no.
Oh, they lost?
Yeah, they lost to the Steelers. 31-17 was the score.
To who?
I mean to the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Really?
Yeah.
NFL's kind of weird this season, bro.
They lost to the Seahawks by 17?
Yeah, man. The Bengals. They got a. I mean, Joe Burrow. He's
out, right?
He's out for 3 months, allegedly. This is another injury for him. Since he's gotten there, he's had a torn ACL. He's had a couple injuries to his legs or
How
something
many
like
games
that.
has he
but
played total?
I don't know, but they're doing a. He's $100 million. He's a max player, and they have not done a good job of protecting their greatest asset. And
Did you see the injury? I saw it. It was
a toe.
Yeah, toe. But I felt like the defender drove his toe into the ground. And
Probably.
did a little extra.
Probably
Yeah,
did. They be doing
why
that.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, if you could get away with it.
Yeah,
Like it was under the pile.
Hey, if you ain't
I
cheating,
seen-
you ain't trying, right? And if they protected him,
And it worked.
these things wouldn't happen.
That's what sucked. It worked on him.
But the Bengals have done a terrible job just trying to protect them, like especially building that offensive line. They haven't had a good offensive line since he got there.
Yeah, they spent all their money on them receivers.
And the
But
Bengals
still.
have just never been good at protecting anybody in their franchise. So it's just, once again, one of these franchises that they get to a certain point and they just plumble.
Right.
Yeah. And then it doesn't help that the Jags are just complete ass.
No,
And Trevor Lawrence is not maturing as a quarterback, because when you got something like this happen, you have to capitalize on this.
Did my man Trav get hurt? Because he didn't
No.
play like the fourth quarter.
They had him in there a couple times. They called a crazy pass interference on him, which wasn't a pass interference, but that was a crazy time to call it too, because it was like it was down the stretch of the game. It wasn't pass interference, but it was. Man, that was one of those like
One of those rookie calls, like, yo, you're a rookie.
But
You got to back up a little bit. Because, they called that. I seen it. They did it to another rookie, too. I seen it.
Yeah, for Trevor Lawrence, it's like regression. He's not. He was supposed to be this all-world quarterback coming out of Clemson, but he hasn't.
And they've been up and down. And his production is kind of slowly declining.
I wasn't a believer in him.
He has abilities, but his turnovers. For him to be the leader of that team, he has too many turnovers.
I didn't believe in him when he lost in college, because he lost one time. He won one time and he lost one time, and that loss, he should have won. Do you see what I'm saying? And it was just like, there's something about him that is just not consistent.
He don't got that Vince Young in him. Pause.
He looked like a surfer. That's probably why. He looked like he should be surfing.
He looks strong and all that, but
I'll be honest. I felt like he wanted to get out. He wants to get out of there. But he's the only thing they got.
Did they trade for, who's their backup? Didn't they trade for somebody or a backup or somebody signed there? Who was it?
I couldn't tell you. I don't pay attention to Jaguars like that.
None of us do.
Somebody's their backup. I forgot.
Nick Mullins is their other quarterback.
Mullins?
That's their other quarterback.
Yeah,
Kid from San Francisco, I think that.
You got him to rock with Lawrence.
Yeah. But the Bengals, they're gonna go with Browning. The only good thing about the quarterback that gets him play for the Bengals is you got an all-world receiver that you could just. When things are going wrong, just throw it up to him.
Another reason why I had an issue with Trevor Lawrence, because this Browning guy threw 3 interceptions. How do you still lose?
Good point.
Like, how do you still lose?
It's a valid point. You gotta win those games. You gotta win those games.
Yeah, it was three takeaways.
You lost to the backup.
And didn't it go to overtime?
No.
Nah.
Oh, it was just
They only
close.
won game this weekend with the overtime.
Yeah.
It was just close.
Yeah, it was close.
And it is the
game that did go to overtime was the Giants and the Cowboys. This turned into an old-fashioned shootout.
Shootout, yeah.
Turned into who could get a stop or who could make a turnover. But the Cowboys got an interception in overtime. But if you're a defense, man, your quarterback just got you down, got you to lead back with like under 30 seconds left or 30 seconds left. You just gotta close the deal. I mean, granted, dude made a 64-yard field goal, but he shouldn't even got to that point where they could kick a field goal. As a defense, you gotta close that game out.
I'm gonna say the Giants left a lot of points on the field. They went 1 for 5 in the red zone.
Yeah, and that leads to, you're right. Okay, you done? Because that was about to lead to what I was about to tell you. My man Todd is going to be on the field soon. They already throwing him in little packages and all of that. He's going to be a starter for that team pretty soon.
And what about Scatterboo? utilize him. They should have ran the ball a little more.
I know.
Like, there's ways they could have minimized this situation from happening when you only lose by 3 points. You didn't get in the red zone 4 times. That's 28 points right there.
So my question is that just on the quarterback or is that on coaching too?
That's on coaching.
That's on everybody.
That's on everybody.
That's on everybody.
what I think.
Even the quarterback can run audibles.
Yeah.
If they know what they're doing.
Steve Young said it best. The more you kick field goals,
In the red zone.
Steve Young said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said the more you kick field goals when you're in the red zone, the higher your chances are of losing the game.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta get them touchdowns. You get those.
They had way too many penalties from both sides. I think, right?
Yeah, that was a
way too
sloppy
many.
game.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was like, what, almost 20-some, 30-some penalties
Yeah,
combined?
and then they get into the fourth quarter. It's like the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, and then they just going back and forth. It's like the offense for both teams was 3 quarters or 4.5 quarters was non-existent. Then I don't know what changed. What changed those last 5 minutes because it turned into Madden out there.
Yeah, it did.
So, I mean, Cowboys got their first win. Then they signed Jadeveon Clowney. Trying to
Get that. pass
trying to
rush.
find somebody.
Does
to
he
get that
still
next
have
win.
it?
Apparently he does.
He
He got something left in the tank.
He's
for
a
him
freak
to
of
get-
nature.
Yeah.
You see the dude, he's a freak, bro. Like,
Because somebody said in basketball terms, that's like signing Mozgov. And I'm like, whoa. Clowney was a #1 pick.
Right.
yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, I didn't know if he still had it or not because I haven't really heard much about Clowney.
I say it's like signing Al Horford.
Oh, I take
Yeah,
that.
he's gonna give you something in spurts.
That's what I say.
Yeah, so
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's Clowney. Like you say, #1 pick, bro. Like,
That's what I mean. Like, Mozgov
that
was
don't
crazy.
Go, I'm going nowhere.
Yeah, that was nuts. But it's probably somebody else 13 years old saying something like that.
Right.
Or under 25.
He might give you like, maybe 5-6 sacks on the season.
Right,
Something
right.
like
That
that.
ain't bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's
That's what I
not-
mean.
Back
Be
in the day, that
involved.
was like a high, high
Force
play.
the quarterback to throw the ball in interception,
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta put some
all this
pressure on.
yeah.
He's Clowney.
Yeah, a team. When people were saying this in the preseason, like, watch out for Green Bay. They might be a surprise team to make the Super Bowl this season. And I was like, I raised my eyebrow for a second because I was like, I ain't never thought about that because I just forgot about them. And then watching them their first 2 games, I was like, I can see why they're saying that because they actually have everything. Everything.
They got
the
a little extra of everything.
Yeah.
Yo, they got a little extra of everything. That's what makes them.
And it's their defense right now that's got the offense is gonna get the love, but their defense right now, Washington in that first half really couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, and I think it was the Parsons trade. It rejuvenated the defense. Like, oh, word. You know what I mean? Come on.
I mean, your
imagine that.
defense is solid, and then you bring in an all-pro defender. It's like,
Come on, y'all like,
put you
yo,
over the top.
in the meeting room, y'all like, yo, come on now.
And too, like I said, you get a little bit of extra everywhere. I like how everybody's talking about their defense, but they're so efficient in the red zone. For me, this episode is the red zone for me, just because like they went 3 for 4 in the red zone. So it's hard to be the team that when they get down there, they make it a point to score 75% of the time, and they're gonna stop you probably 75% of the time.
Yeah, because of what we said. They got a little bit of extra. They got all kinds of things down there. So you got to play man, and they're going to eat you.
And they're
They're
balanced.
going to eat your paws. They're going to eat you up down there.
And they're very balanced. I mean, they're balanced with their attack. They're balanced with their play calling. 30 rushes, 31 passes. Josh Jacobs, 23 carries. And he's one of those guys, as the game goes on, you're not going to want to tackle him. So, and they could run. And they could use clock when they got a double-digit lead. You got a guy you can hand the ball off to, eat up the chunk.
And I'm glad you said that because regardless if your quarterback's a rookie or an all-pro Hall of Famer, you still need to utilize the run game to make it the job easier for him. So he doesn't do as much thinking, doesn't really have to be as stressed, and they're definitely looking out for love. Definitely. They're showing them all the love possible.
Yeah, and the way he's playing too, he's like his you can see his IQ has gotten better throughout the years because he's very smart with the ball.
He sat behind A-Rod. He sat behind A-Rod for 3 years.
And he's allowed to make mistakes too, but he's also allowed to grow with them. And if he knows when he messes up, the media doesn't really come down on him like other quarterbacks. Kind of like he's invisible.
It's slight, like they'll say something slight and then they move on.
Also, this goes to show you that you don't need to throw a young quarterback in there right away. You don't need to throw him in there right away and then have them all messed up.
It's been proven. It was proven with Mahomes. When he sat behind Alex Smith.
It was pulling with Carson Palmer. Carson
We
Palmer
can
sat
just
his
name,
old.
Yeah, we
we
can
can
go.
just talk about Aaron.
Yeah.
You know,
Aaron
what I
sat
mean?
behind my boy.
Like, we talk about a lot of
Exactly, right,
quarterbacks.
exactly.
Like, some people,
Tom.
yeah. There are a few that can come in there and just produce, but as you see, Mr. Luck, he retired early, and he was a great.
And he was pretty good.
Yeah,
He was
like-
he was just like, yeah, man, I ain't about to get hurt again.
I mean, they gave me CT.
That neck.
Facts, facts.
That neck wasn't going to hold up another
For
one.
real.
I think he's like the general manager at Stanford now or something like that.
Probably. Yeah, because they got those GM positions now.
He's able to walk around freely without any issues and say, I was a top quarterback in the league at one
Yeah,
point.
yeah. So
Not to go off topic, since you mentioned that, I got a question for you because I don't know. So the GM in the college, right? Do they deal with all personnel, or does each sport have their own GM?
I'm gonna assume, because I hate doing it, I hate assuming, but I'm gonna say I think the GM probably covers
All
all
personnel.
sports.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an athletic director.
Yeah.
Probably it's a new name. It's like in high school now they got the headmasters
Right.
at St. Mary's, but when I was there, it was principal and VP. Because in prep school,
Prep
you have
headmasters.
headmasters. So
Exactly, you know what it is,
yeah,
right.
they probably just trying to sound more prestigious and change the terminology just to sound a little better.
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, I think just for one.
And two, now kids are getting paid. I think the athletic director label gets cut, and that was a general manager because now you're managing players.
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
or they just
You know what I mean?
or they just
Makes
leave like
sense.
they're like the athletic director's assistant, but you get the GM title. So you're working with the athletic director, but the athletic director ain't got to worry about all that money
Right.
stuff. It's like,
Oh, so the athletic director's still there?
yeah, they
All right, so,
yeah,
you know, I don't
athletic-
even know that.
Yeah, the athletic director's still there, but it's kind of like those two working hand in hand. It's like you deal with this money stuff and all that, NIL and all
All
that
right, so I
stuff.
was kind of on topic with
Yeah,
Yeah,
it.
because that's
Money gets
basically-
involved.
basically,
Yeah,
yeah,
right,
that's
that's-
basically
he
what
was
they're
on it, he
dealing.
was on it.
That's what basically what they're dealing with is all that NIL stuff and trying to get
Because Shaq's a GM somewhere,
Master
LSU,
P.
right? Like
Master
all these
P,
different
GM at New
people,
Orleans.
like crazy people. I was like, oh, what?
I mean, Shaq got like 80 jobs, so he can get all them NIL deals with all the deals and
Yeah, he does.
endorsements he has. So that only makes sense. Old friend Mac Jones, he was thrown into the starting lineup for the 49ers since Brock Purdy's hurt, and he played really well. Granted, well, going to New Orleans is not the easiest place to play because it's so loud down there, but he did a good job.
I'll be honest, man. It seems like New Orleans had an issue with their own stadium. You go 4 for 11 on third downs. What game do you expect to win? Especially if you're not just scoring, you know what I mean, off first and second. You can't continue drives. You basically out there for no reason.
New Orleans ain't winning nothing. They got Spencer Rattler.
Rattler, that's what I was gonna say,
quarterback.
like,
He's
that's
their
why I said,
starting quarterback. I'm like that.
We can't really get too much out of them. They got Kamara.
You could have threw us in there for 4 of 11 on third downs, bro. We would have figured something out.
My got 6.
Like something like
Yeah.
you got 1 third down completion each quarter. I couldn't even watch that game.
Hey man, hey man.
Yeah, that was.
Like think about
But
it.
this is more
I only
so.
watched that for the bets.
Yeah,
For real.
this is more so about the
And they hit the
49ers.
bets, believe it or not. Like the trash teams, they always hit the bets. It's the good teams that don't get you what you're supposed to get.
It's more so about San Francisco. They always got injuries, but I feel like with them, it's always not how they start. It's always the finish because they just. It's like by the end of the season, they holding on by like duct tape and all this other stuff. Like, can these guys get through the entire season?
But they still make it to the playoffs.
They
though.
do, yeah, they do.
'Cause they were always a herald franchise. They might have some down years, but the 49ers know how to get to the playoffs.
They do. It's just when
They
they
got the
get there,
recipe.
when they get there, all like their key pieces to help them make a deep run, they just be. They're either out or they can't. They can't play as good as they normally can.
I don't think their defense is strong enough this year to make a playoff run.
But the defense.
What you
know.
mean? What you
Never
mean?
The
know.
defense.
They
Well,
almost lost-
granted,
they almost lost to the Saints.
yeah, but
What?
How serious can you
What's
take the
this?
Saints when they can't even complete third downs? It's like I feel like they didn't come in there really with the intention to really just demolish the Saints. They just came in just to win and get out of there.
yeah. But their
Probably
their defense
before,
creating
too.
turnovers.
Yeah, Mardi Gras.
Their defense is creating turnovers and getting to the quarterback. So my concern with them is the end. When we get to like November, December, who's gonna be available? That's always the
But to have Mac Jones is like your backup.
That's kind of
That's kind of like
The safety valve.
yeah, because he might be better than Purdy.
Or just as
Or
good.
just as good, you know what I mean? So when you're back up,
I
just
think
as good
Purdy
as your
runs
starter.
better.
Yeah.
I just mean as a quarterback.
Yeah, but Max throwing
like-
arm and all of that. Accuracy
That
is
might have been a good trade for them, though. Honestly,
Yeah, he
though.
got a chip on his shoulder too. I'm sure he want to be a starting quarterback again because things didn't work out here, and so he had to, go. Yeah, start over pretty much. You got to start over.
He's in a warm area
Oh,
too,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's more like Alabama type vibe. Like it's more comfortable.
Yeah,
Playing out here is tough.
yeah. And he's in a system. He's in an offensive system that really helps quarterbacks. So
And your competition, they've been trying to find somebody else for Purdy for some years now. So it's like, yeah.
the system requires a quarterback, a game manager.
Manager, yeah. That
Game
system
manager.
shot, yeah, my man.
Yeah.
With Shanahan. Yeah,
His system
Shanahan.
requires all they
Because he
require
run the
someone-
ball. That's all they do.
Yeah, they
Run the
do
ball.
all
I
these
like that, though.
interesting plays. You just make enough
then-
passes.
What
get
they do is they run it. Play action.
deep ball. Boom, there's our big play right there. That's all we need.
That's it.
We need that one
And
or
that
two
sounds
big
like
plays.
logical football to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Especially with the weapons they got.
yeah. They still, even with losing Debo,
The Jennings. I like Jennings
Jennings.
and the kid that got shot in the chest.
the young one, right?
What's his name?
I forgot his name.
forgot his name.
Pearsley, something like that.
Ricky Pearsall.
Pearsall.
And then even the tight end's out right now.
Yeah, my man,
Kittles.
Kittles.
He's out right now. But yeah.
How long?
He'll be probably be back in October.
Okay.
Early
He
October.
played the first game, and was it a hammy?
Because that's when I didn't know he was injured.
Them hamstring injuries, man, they're running rampant.
Make sure you stretch properly, man.
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest, you got to stretch beyond stretching.
Yeah. And do your
You
squats.
you got to stretch before and after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
After the workout.
Yeah.
People don't get that.
Do your squats and deadlifts too.
that too. And calf raises for the Achilles people.
Oh yeah, I used to do
You
those
need all
all
that.
day. When I was a young boy, I used to do those right on the stairs.
Yep.
I used to watch the TV. Young boys, put the TV near your stairs or whatever. You got your phones now.
Right.
Just stand on the stairs, the edge, on your toes, and go down and up.
Right.
Down and
Just
up.
understand the next morning, depending on how many you do, you might not fail your calves. But just prepare yourself.
Yeah. But in a week or two, you'll be hanging on that rim.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
3 weeks to a month, you'll be hanging on that rim.
Depends on your genetics.
That too.
I was hanging on the rim in middle school because of those. I'm just being honest, because of those, bro.
Right. Well, you know who hanging on right now to what they were is the Chiefs. Man. And can we also say Cam was right about Jalen Hurts?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that he's not the what
He's,
they. Yeah.
he's not what people are trying to make him to be. He's a good enough quarterback. Like,
He's the manager you're talking about, the game
he's
manager.
another one. He's a game manager. He's a really good game manager. But people keep trying to put him in the high echelon
Yeah.
of quarterbacks. It's like,
I don't think so. Wanna know why? He got AJ Brown and he does nothing over there.
I'll be honest. I feel like it all started at Alabama. If he was the quarterback that he should have been, he would have stayed at
Oh,
Alabama
not transferred to Oklahoma.
and actually been that quarterback that they needed. Because he's definitely a physical specimen in
Right.
regards to that. But if he actually had the quarterback and the arm skill, that attribute that quarterbacks need.
or that like little I'm willing to take a risk type of thing, because he's one of those, he don't really take a risk. But when you got two receivers, I'd be like, you know what, F it, they
But
can
I'm
go
not
somewhere.
But I'm not gonna say anything really. I don't think he thinks he's that good.
I'm about to start some
take that
trouble.
risk.
I'm about to start some trouble. Y'all think Jaden Daniels is better than him?
As a quarterback?
Yeah, I do.
After his second year, only in his second year.
As a quarterback,
As a
slinging
quarterback.
that thing,
Yeah.
But he don't run the ball like the push tush and all that. I ain't with nobody pushing my tush. Like, I'm sorry, keep your head to yourself. Get off my group.
Wow.
Like,
Surprised though.
No, I think just like if you
skill wise?
yeah. But if you just watch, like if you
Yeah,
just
skills. But I'm
Skill-wise.
saying
That's what I mean.
skills. But
I think you like just watch it, like you just put
I'm
a
talking
game
about
on.
managing the game, like being an NFL quarterback.
Oh,
No, I mean, he's a Super Bowl. Hurts a Super Bowl quarterback. We're talking about just straight talent.
Yeah, talent.
Jaden got that.
Yeah.
But
But if you watch a game and you be like, when they're both at their best,
That's what I'm saying.
who would you rather take? I'd probably take Daniels. Actually, I would take Daniels. Because he ain't scared to get his guys the ball. Hurts, for some reason, he's just reluctant to get A.J. Brown the ball.
I know.
Smith, like,
Yo, I seen him look him off and run. He was open.
Yeah.
And I see AJ throw his hand down like,
So you think this is some animosity between the two?
There gotta be something.
Like he wanted to Brown I'm the one, but it's like Brown's like, bro, you only the one because they put you in that position to be the one. But you already know who the guy really is.
it might be
You know what
something
I'm
like this. Because
he really looked him off, bro.
I'm not surprised.
Yo, he was open and he went like this and then he tucked it and ran.
He just seems like he's like the type of quarterback he is. He's a professional thinker. In regards that he'll make the right decision,
right.
but it just looks bad because most quarterbacks, they're so confident in their skill set
That
they're slanging that thing anyways.
yeah,
He's like
Yeah.
because why?
That's exactly what he did.
Because he's not the most talented quarterback, so he has to outthink you. I think personally, you got to
So
outthink
you
you.
agree with Cam too?
Oh, I guess. I guess.
I always agree with Cam on his NFL takes because he hasn't been wrong yet. He hasn't been wrong.
You can
yet.
just tell by his demeanor. You know what I mean? He's very calm, cool,
Yeah.
poised. So like he knows he gotta manage the game properly.
But as a quarterback, you gotta keep your receivers happy. Like,
And as a quarterback, it's okay to be a little arrogant in your arm, but show that.
Right. You gotta, and receivers, that's the only position they're relying on another person. That's like the only position on the field, on the football field, that's relying on another person. Running back, they get this.
It's only two, bro.
The reason why I mentioned
back.
those two is because to me, those two are going to be one of the two that represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. To me.
Think?
If they get past my man Love over there.
We'll see. But Eagles are 2-0. Chiefs are 0-2. They got to figure things out. They just,
Remember what issue they had the past few years? High time scoring. And that was rarely being exposed. And they got to stop relying on Mahomes. You got to utilize your run game.
And they don't, that deep threat. They're that deep ball.
Y'all don't even know why
that
I'm
deep ball.
smiling right now.
Don't got
yo.
that deep ball.
Keep
no
it
more.
100. For the last 10, 15 minutes, dog, we need to talk about black quarterbacks, bro.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yo, it just hit me, I'm like, I can't believe we just,
And we ain't even talk about Lamar Jackson having the highest
We need to get to
QB
the
quarterback
best one.
rating in the NFL history.
He wasn't even on our rundown.
Get to him yet.
And he's on, and right now, the pace he's playing right now, it look like he's on another MVP type of deal.
You know what I'm going to
season.
tell you? I don't care about his MVPs. He need to get Super Bowl.
Yeah, just win the Super Bowl.
That's
And
it.
can I
You
be
don't want to
honest?
be known as a stat guy.
That's all he care about. He don't care about.
Yeah, that's
That
it. Because
MVP?
he done know he's done everything already. He just need that ring.
That's it. He gonna get it.
He get that ring. It's already. He's already solidified first ballot.
Yo,
he get a ring.
Bro, it's nothing he hasn't done.
Yeah,
He
right.
does everything.
Right. So,
Everything.
yeah.
Everything.
Shout out to Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
She always going to be the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mom,
man,
I know,
always.
I know.
Facts.
Stand on business.
Got him his bread.
Yeah, right.
He's probably going to get him some more, too.
Lastly,
Wasn't for her, he wouldn't be in that position.
right. Lastly,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lastly, Bears gave up 52 points.
Oh, that was
Caleb
ugly.
Williams is man, number one pick.
Didn't we already say things look weird with them already? So, I mean,
Man.
his energy's weird to me. Just the whole him at the Bears, that whole Bears dynamic, it's just weird to me.
Hey, he paints his nails.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
there's a lot
get on
going
guys
with
to
him.
do that, but I don't.
I know some
Quarterback.
I know, right. I know some guys that play baseball and they're catchers and they have that. I understand that.
What is it for though? What's the point? I know clear nail polish to strengthen your nails.
Nah, the color in baseball.
Some people do it for for autism or something like that.
Okay.
Some do it for a
And in
cause.
baseball, they
That's
do it so
dope.
the pitcher can see it because sometimes they can't see their fingers. You know what I'm saying? It could be some shade, something to light. So they put the paint on their fingers and it only be these ones.
I mean, I don't knock anybody that paints their nails, but it's just like, why? Just curious.
I mean, I wouldn't color my joints. I use the clear
Yeah,
sometimes.
clear, yeah. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with your nails done.
Yeah, especially, the female. Try it. It's dope. They like it.
Yeah, they do. I stopped biting my nails in my freshman year because I got compliment on my nails. And I was like, oh, they pay attention to nails?
Oh, yeah, they do.
I was like, all right, girl.
Grab your hand up, do them. They like to do them. I learned that at Tech when I was in, all the girls in cosmetology. Not only were they doing my nails, they was giving me facials and all kind of stuff, bro.
And that's one of the perks of going to vocational school. You got the kids that are in certain shops, they can hook you up with certain stuff. You get the benefits.
Culinary, you got the food, all that. Tech.
Mechanics.
That's a good thing about
plumbing.
Tech. I'll tell you that much.
We got +1 interview with Joey from the Item. We were joined by Coach Driscoll, St. Mary's head coach. They 2-0 right now. They're going to Gloucester this Friday. Check this out. Then we're going to come back. We're going to talk about the fight. Hello and welcome to another +1 segment. Joey's not here. Well, he's here, but he's not in the studio today. He's on Zoom, and we got a special guest. We have St. Mary's head coach Sean Driscoll on with us, the 2-0 Spartans with a hot start to the season. How you doing, Coach?
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for taking some time to chat with us. I'm just going to get right into it, man. Your team is off to a 2-0 start. We could talk about the offense, but the defense really has stepped it up to these first 2 games, back-to-back shutouts. Just what's working on the defensive side of the ball for you guys?
Yeah, defensively, I think, the basics of the game is, getting off some blocks and getting to the football, and very good team defense and everyone doing what they're supposed to do, and that's basic defense. I think we're doing that very well. There's always going to be mistakes and missed tackles here or there, but as a unit, we're doing really well at some of the little things that are making us a good defense.
Offensively, though, you got some new guys on the team that had to get adjusted to the program. But how have they adjusted, and just how have you guys been able to make those adjustments with the injuries that you guys had at the quarterback?
Yeah,
position?
so as you know, we lost in the first drive of opening week against Swampscott. Unfortunately, we lost our quarterback, Belliard, to an injury, which was frustrating at times. But we, had some pieces in place. Rowan Merriman has done a great job filling in for him, and we're real comfortable with him at the quarterback spot now, and he's getting better each week, especially with now the extra practice time. Usually the backups don't get as much as the starter, but I will say that he's been doing a fabulous job leading the football team basically the whole week 1 and week 2. So he's been great, and obviously we love to get our quarterback back eventually, but he's hanging in there. He's getting better every day, so we'll see how it turns and when we can get him back. And other people that are new players in the program have really adapted fast, which is huge for us offensively. Obviously, we're not too complex, which is good, and I think that offense will get better each week.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe. You got questions? Joey, you got any questions for Coach?
Yeah, Coach, how you doing?
Joe, how are you, bud?
Doing well. Gloucester Friday, I just wanted to ask you, a pair of undefeated teams, Friday Night Lights, it's bound to be pretty physical. What's the message to the team heading in, kind of managing that physicality, but not going overboard, taking penalties, stuff like that?
Yeah, so obviously we have to keep our composure, and I think Gloucester is back to what Gloucester used to be, I think, in the 90s and early 2000s, a very physical program. I got a chance to see them play last Saturday against Falmouth, and I will tell you that I was very impressed. They seem to do a lot of little things, especially offensively, and what they're trying to do is control the ground attack, and which is going to make for a physical game because you have 2 types of teams that are kind of the same. A lot of seniors, a lot of veteran players on each side, looking for have a successful year, and I think it's going to be one of the better games on the North Shore this weekend.
Yeah, what is it about Gloucester? What's one thing that stuck out to you when you watched them this past weekend?
I would say their offensive and defensive lines. I think they're physical. I think their play at the second level on defense is very good, and they have a slew of running backs. 3 backs or so, they can spread the ball out. And they have a very, very good fullback, which in their offense is probably key for that offense to make that run. And they're a very physical team, and you know what? Those guys. It sounds like they've been playing together for a long time, and this is the year they really put it together. So, and the thing you notice right away, as soon as you get there and you watch them play, even watching them warm up, you can see they're extremely well coached, and Dan's doing a great job there. And like I said, it's going to be a challenge for both teams, and it should be a really good football game.
For you guys, your line, your front line, the offense and defense, it seems like those guys have really set the tone for the team. Am I correct? Because they've been.
Yes, going into the year, we told them that's going to be the key to our football team. You know, is offensive, defensive line, and I think a lot of guys returning from last year's team was a little frustrated in how it ended in that first round, and obviously we didn't play well in those positions last year in that playoff game or the last two games of the season. And I think, you know, they got a little taste of success the last couple of weeks, and it's shown in practice. They got a little more pep in their step, and they're working hard, and they're taking the coaching, and they've been great so far this year, and I'm hoping that it continues and they continue to get better. You know, it's week 3, and there's a lot of concerns as the head coach for how your team is doing in certain areas, and we're progressing pretty good, but we still have a long way to go when it comes to some basic stuff up front on both sides of the football.
You go.
Coach, anytime the team's going to go far, I mean, when we talked in the preseason, you said the goal is to, be around during those state title games, state semifinal games. Every team that goes that far has got to have great chemistry, a great brotherhood. How's that been going in the locker room, and is everyone enjoying themselves?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's some great relationships, and sometimes at a private school when you have maybe 4 or 5 different cities or towns that are coming in and men together. But like I said, these kids have been together for a little bit now, and for this year and previous years. So I am extremely impressed on how they handle themselves and the maturity that's coming through. And I think our goal is this as a sales team. We want to compete in every game, and we want to try to be there, obviously, at the end, like every program does. And it takes a lot of discipline and a lot of hard work, and it's a grind. So as far as being a physical football team and doing the little things is what we're trying to, install on them. And I think that we're getting there. And I think this week will be a big challenge for us this early in the year to see where we're at.
Awesome. And my last question is just about Tyron Hound from Lynn Classical, transferred over to St. Mary's this year. How's it been having him? Because he's very energetic and very passionate, huh? Yes,
I'll tell you, he's a great kid. We're glad to have him. We're fortunate to have him. He's someone you'd want around your program. I only wish we had him for 3 other years before that. Mm-hmm. He loves the game, studies the game, knows the game well. And like I said, he's a quick learner, and he's a big part of what we do on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Coach, the benefits of that three-headed backfield, right? Late in games when you need to run out the clock, you got the speedster with Jennings, then you got the power with Rowan and Tyron. Just how much of X factor is that, just having those 3 different types of backs in your backfield?
Yeah, it's great to have options and different things. When certain part of the game might not be working, you always have someone else to go to. A lot of those guys, they play both sides of the ball, so they help each other out by being able to rotate through on defense and offense. But as far as those running back tandem goes, that's one of the better ones that we've had. And they run the ball physical. And then, you throw in Matthew Lule as well in there to make 4, and he's coming along. He's getting better at the position. So we're pleased with the way they're performing, and it is very good for a football team to have some depth at a lot of spots, and that we feel we do have that on this year's team.
All right, Coach, I know we got to let you go. Busy day for you as you prepare for this week's opponent. You guys will be traveling up to Gloucester to take on the Fishermen. 7 p.m. kickoff or 6 p.m. kickoff?
7 p.m. kickoff, yes, and I look forward to going up there. I'm sure it's going to be a great atmosphere and a good night for high school football.
All right, Coach. Thank you once again for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, that is St. Mary's head football coach, Sean Driscoll, that's joined us. Coach, we'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right. All right, folks, we are back. All right, the WNBA playoffs is underway. We was actually watching the game last night. The
we was.
Aces and the Seattle Storm. Seattle won. Aces down the stretch. They just
They didn't go to Asia?
no, they just
fell apart.
Yeah, they just fell
was
apart.
up by like 9,
Yeah.
almost double digits. The last like minute and a half, it felt like.
I'm going to
2
Asia.
minutes.
But it's,
I'm going to Asia. Down the stretch.
Skylar was balling out there.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was,
yeah.
she
I
was.
had to ask Book. I said, "Man, does she run like that? She's old." She was like, "Nah, she's run like that." I was like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah, Nneka Agumake, 24 and
Oh,
10.
yeah. She's dirty.
So the series is tied at 1-1. So they're going back to Vegas.
So it's best out of 3, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but,
Oh,
yeah.
one more.
Yeah,
They play
it's-
Friday.
We'll check that right
Or tomorrow.
now. It's probably tomorrow.
In Vegas.
I mean, Seattle, Vegas, not that far
Yeah,
away.
it's tomorrow. They play
What time?
tomorrow.
7, 8?
9:30.
What time?
9:30 on
9:30.
ESPN2.
Oh, okay.
And then the Fever and the Dream are tied at 1-1. The Fever won 77 to 60 the other
Hold
night.
on, why they on ESPN too?
What's tomorrow, Thursday?
Yeah, who playing
College
tomorrow?
football.
Man, they need to put them on ESPN. Especially for playoffs,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
agree. I definitely agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah. So there's that other series. There was some
gonna
games
watch that
Sunday.
one
Let me
too.
tell you. The Lynx, they're up 1-0 against the Valkyrie. They got a local player on the Valkyrie, Burton. You know that dude on Veronica Burton? Her dad does the sports stuff on Channel 4.
Oh, okay.
What if we related? We gotta find out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No, she's
he
solid,
got
though.
mad kids though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the other one does Celtics. She does the
Yeah,
Celtics
yeah.
pre and post game and stuff.
I know
like that.
who that is, yeah.
Yeah. The Liberty up 1-0 on the Mercury.
That's my pick.
The Liberty, they're the champs, right? They're the champs.
And you can say they're the champs, bro. Man, the way that went down last year, man, let's not even talk about that.
Yeah.
New York shouldn't have no championship, bro.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. So tonight, Mercury and the Liberty are going to be playing, and then the Lynx and the Valkyrie are going to be playing. I believe the game's on ESPN. 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. for the first game, 10 p.m. the second game. Both on ESPN. And then Red Sox update. There's only 11 games left in the regular
They
season.
up 2.5 or 2 now
The Sox.
for the wild card.
You know, let me double check that for you right now with the standings. All right, so they are 2.5. They're pretty much 2 behind the Yankees, who are in second place. How the heck is the Toronto Blue Jays leading the AL East?
Oh, they look good, bro. Toronto's tough, man. They got good pitching, bro.
But still,
I got
Toronto.
I got the Fire Stick. I ain't gonna give myself away. So I be watching games in Canada.
Yeah.
Bro, I watched them dudes, the Toronto's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I watch them just as much as the Red Sox.
Okay. Right. Well,
They're pretty good.
And then the Dodgers, they're still doing Dodgers thing. Shohei, he hit his 50th home run of the season last.
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
like, this dude's ridiculous. this dude ridiculous.
Yeah.
So MLB playoffs is in a couple weeks. So.
You think he's on roids? No,
If he is, I bet you he'll do a good job denying it because he be doing a good job denying stuff.
he play like he's on roids,
I mean,
bro.
they probably got a whole new human growth hormone that's undetectable.
Right, that's what I was
Straight
saying.
from China.
Over there in Japan.
Wherever it is, he can
Because,
be
the way
Taiwan.
he's doing is crazy.
Yeah, man.
I ain't never seen anything like that, bro. For the last 3 years, bro,
Right.
he's been the best baseball player in the universe for the last 3 years. And it hasn't even been close.
At all. Teams that already clinched, the Phillies already clinched the playoff spot. Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago Cubs. I think Milwaukee got a local guy on their team. He got from Lexington or something.
Okay. There's a lot of those guys.
So I remember,
floating
I remember he played for the
MLB.
Navigators. He played for the Navigators when he was at Boston College. I did an interview with him.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. And he made it to the big leagues, huh?
Yeah. There's actually a few locals.
That's guaranteed money, so he got paid.
Yeah, there's actually a
Baseball
few.
guaranteed.
Baseball wise, there's actually a few guys.
Yeah,
a few
local guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Schwarzkopf,
majority.
yeah.
A lot of
Saugus.
pitches. A lot
I
of
mean,
pitches.
Lexington ain't local, but it's in the state. You know, we talking about North Shore. You mean local, brother?
Yeah, my bad. I'm talking about Massachusetts play. My bad. I'm talking about Massachusetts
like,
play.
well, I'm listening.
My bad.
You
Talking
said
about,
Lexington. I said, oh, okay.
yeah, my bad. I'm talking about guys.
I got you.
Talking about guys
They
from
might know.
Massachusetts. Yeah.
There's a lot of guys from Mass.
Shout out to
A
everybody.
lot of
though.
pitches. A lot of pitches. All right, fight.
Yeah, y'all see the smile. Remember I told you if I came in here bugging, y'all know what it is.
Went down Canelo, Crawford. Crawford defeated Canelo.
Not only did he defeat him,
He dominated.
fellas, he
He dominated.
dominated the fight.
Straight dogged him.
Yo, look at this. Oh, man, look at this. Just standing in the pocket with him, to the body, up top, to the body, up top, uppercuts, hooks. He's still in there. Everybody say he's running. No running. And Canelo didn't know where he was throwing. Body, look. He threw about 5-6 punches in his contest.
He's been the man until he stepped in that ring on Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
He's been the same Canelo, so I kind of agree with you. He's
all
been
that
the
was.
same Canelo. It was nothing different.
He just ain't good enough. Just Terrence is better than him. That's it.
Feet were slow.
Think about it. Terrence was blocking damn near everything he threw the first
catching
4 or
and shooting.
5.
He was
you know what
catching
I
and
mean?
shooting. Catching and
The
shooting.
first 4 or 5 rounds, and then by that time, unless you knock Terrence out, fight was over.
Terry beat Canelo at his own game. He beat him at his own game.
Yeah.
But remember too, when he fought Errol Spence, pressure.
Yeah, he beat
pressure.
Errol with his
You know
own.
what I mean? Just straight pressure.
Medicine.
They look for the big knockout hit. Terrence says, I'm gonna put this pressure on you. I'm gonna beat you by points, or I'm gonna make you, you know what I mean, do something uncomfortably.
I think he could have stopped Canelo if he really wanted to, and he said he could have. He said his team was telling him to be smart though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta be smart.
He could have put. He said he thought himself he could have put a little more.
The best thing about this is the fight actually happened.
True.
Because it's rare in boxing where you got fighters of this caliber fighting each other. Where a lot of guys like got a bunch of excuses not to fight each other. These guys got it.
I like that too. Only thing I'm gonna say, if you're gonna have an event on Netflix, you can't have it with the same regular pay-per-view format. This event is free. Granted, some people don't even know what the format is. There's usually 3 or 4 or 5 undercard fights, you know what I mean? And then you got the main event. And there's like one main co-main event. When you got something free like this, allow people to fast forward through that trash, or just don't have that many fights. Because people was complaining, falling asleep because they don't know the actual pay-per-view format when it's on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about how
Right.
ESPN, they highlight certain fights. So now people are so used to not having to watch all them other fights.
Right. For a casual who sees this,
Yeah.
right? Who sees this ad, you see the ad Canelo versus Canelo. I
Yeah.
mean Crawford 9 o'clock
on Netflix.
at 9. They think at 9 o'clock when they turn it on,
Yeah.
it's gonna be that fight. That's what the casual thinks that. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so
you
that's
have to
all.
be more clear about what's gonna go down. But yo, this to me was one of the best fights I've seen in a long time. It wasn't the best fight that I've seen, but it was one. It was top. The best fight I've seen, still to me, was Crawford versus Spence. A lot of people would say, nah, that was whack.
It wasn't whack.
Why? Because he beat the brakes off of that guy, bro. That was a masterpiece. And I knew he was going to win in that fight when he pushed him in the first round and my man backed up. I said, oh, yeah. So let's get back to Canelo and my man Crawford. I knew Crawford was going to win at the weigh-in. Why? Y'all know why?
You talked about it last week, but you can explain it.
Yes. Canelo looked away again in the stare down. He was staring at him. Yo, whoever looks away first in a situation like that, in a high stakes fight like that, yo, they're gonna lose.
Right.
Crawford was, you see this, oh my, he's a serious dude. He's a killer, bro.
Yeah. Pedro, what are your thoughts on the fight?
I mean, from the opening bell, he just Crawford threw a couple of jabs and knew he was setting the tone right away. Never doubted him. I was behind him 100%, 1,000%. bet against someone like Crawford, the likes of Mayweather, Roy Jones. These guys are just way too skilled. Like Todd said again, Canelo Crawford was blocking all his shots to the body, up top. I mean, he was just playing with them.
P. But let's keep it a buck, right? Let's keep it 100. If he didn't win that 12th round the way he was supposed to win that 12th round, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Well, because they were going to favor Canelo. I mean, we know the boxing game and business, but the thing is that he dominated. To me, he won like all the rounds. Maybe like one round Canelo won. The rest was like 11-1. But some judges saw it as like 8-4.
I don't know.
Couple of them seen it 7-5.
Right. So I don't know.
What fight were they watching?
I don't know. I gave him 3 max,
I gave him a 1.
and I was being nice,
Yeah.
giving him 3.
Right. I was just being nice too. 1. I think he dominated the fight.
Yeah, man. I'll be honest. That fight kind of let me down just because the way Crawford just whooped on Canelo. That's why I said, like, I was like,
Can I tell you
that's why I
something?
sent you that message. Like,
I
man,
know.
this fight is over. I almost turned it off. I almost turned it
Yo,
off.
but I knew that was gonna happen if Crawford could absorb the punch. That was the only thing. That was my only question. If he could absorb this punch, he's gonna beat Canelo to death. That's why I told Pedro off camera. I said, yo, if he can absorb it, it's over for Canelo. And that's what happened.
The fighters, I mean, they don't have the kind of skills that black fighters.
Fried chicken boys.
I mean, they can walk deep and stuff like that.
Yo.
But in terms of like being elite, you know what I mean, a skill set. I'm sorry, man. There's no.
You just brought
Fried
something
chicken boys.
to my attention. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I wanted to bring this on camera. Yo, this guy we know, he's security at a school we used to work at, Edgar. He says to me today,
Okay. I'm like, who?
he goes, yo, Stevie, Crawford ain't that dude. I said, what? He said, he ain't that dude yet. He got to fight Benavidez. Yo,
Guys like that.
yo, listen. Hey, Joe, you know I love my people, right? I said to him, and there was people around. I said, yo, E, hold on. I said, listen, I love you to death. I said, but let's keep it real. If Crawford was Latino, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now.
Right.
You'd be saying he's the greatest fighter ever.
Hey, you know what I said on Sunday? Essex Street was pretty quiet.
Yo, I went and collected on Sunday.
Lynn was quiet,
I
man.
collected on Sunday. Listen, but my whole thing is this. Yo, it wasn't even about that, bro.
Hey, man.
Like, yo, this dude moved up two, I would say 3.
Damn near.
3, yeah.
3 weight classes and beat the guy who was undisputed at that level for 7 years.
And he did it convincingly. It wasn't like close, not like that.
Dominated him.
Yes, absolutely.
And then Edgar said, he ain't the man. I said, yo, make it make sense to me, bro.
I would say to that guy, why don't you put the gloves on against Crawford?
No.
You
But
should have asked him how much money did he lose on that fight.
I did, right? I asked him that, and then I asked him, then I said, how many losses Canelo have? He said 3. I said, how many Crawford have? He said 0. I said, make it make sense, bro.
Crawford looking through a telescope.
How's he not the guy?
Some dudes just want to argue for the sake of argument.
Yo.
Don't pay attention to that.
And he beat the face of boxing. Terrence is the face of boxing. When he said I took those titles, he wasn't talking about the belts. He was talking about the titles. Face of boxing, undisputed. That's what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about the belts when he said I took his titles. That's why he gave him the belts back. Here, have the belts.
The intangibles, man, like you said, from the weigh-in, the guy looked away. When Terrence Crawford came out
Walked
first
it
time
down.
with the damn guitar thing,
Yeah.
I knew in his face. I'm like, man, that's what I'm talking about. The supreme confidence. Of this dude.
Desperado.
Oh yeah, man. And then Canelo.
I was singing along with him. Oh, yo.
I mean, Canelo seemed like he wasn't there that night for some reason. Like he knew, like I'm up against like I'm a one like type of fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, P, man. It was a hell of a night.
So what's next for Crawford?
I think, you want to know what I really think? Because I know that's my favorite fighter. Why? He's definitely not retiring. I'll tell you that right now. But I don't think that he's going to go up to to fight Benavidez, and I don't think Benavidez even want to fight him. Here's what I think he's going to do. He's going to cut, because he even said, I'll go to 160. I think he's going to cut 160 and go fight Arizali Lara.
Arizali Lara?
Yep, he's going to fight Lara and take his belt.
They're all like 40 years old now, too.
Yeah, both 40. See, now you're making excuses. He's a champion, right? Hold on.
I ain't saying
Now,
he's 40.
if he beats, it's not even now. See, Crawford already is the face now. Now he's a cash cow. Now he can act like Tank. Now he can act like Canelo. Now he can cherry pick because he took off the top guy. So now he wants to be mentioning with guys like Sugar Ray, Marvin Hagler. Those dudes got Manny Pacquiao. Those dudes got 6 titles, not 5, 6.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying that, just pointing that out, that this guy is 40, that he's almost on his way out. That's all. But he's still looking good. I mean, he looked good last time. He knocked out the dude. He faced Lara did.
Thank you. So what are we talking about, P?
All I'm saying is, keep that in mind, that he's 40 years old.
Is he retired?
But no, he's a champion.
No, I'm just saying, if he's not retired, it don't matter.
P, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get that. I don't get that. He's a fighter.
I know.
I don't care if Crawford's 38.
So I hope that he faces him.
2 years,
There's other guy,
make a difference.
There's other guy that he's
Hold up, P. You know boxing.
And people put a weird stigma on 42.
But Nah Hopkins was a champion at 50 plus.
That's true.
So what are we talking about?
All I'm saying,
Let him go tap Arizali Lara, right? Whatever his name is.
Belt, yeah.
Get that belt and praise him.
and then he can face this other dude that he's unknown, but he's like kind of like there.
Who?
This guy, I think he's like he has a weird name from
Xander?
No, from Nkamnuli, something like that.
Billy.
No, Billy. He actually fought.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
So who are you talking about?
At 160, this is a guy from.
Jennebeck.
Yes, he can face him. He's pretty good.
I think Jennebeck. Yeah, but I think I don't want to see that.
I do.
Why?
Because
Why would you rather see that guy instead of Lara?
I never liked Lara's the way he fights. I never liked how he fights for some reason. I just don't.
Know what I want to see? I want to see them give my guy Rashidi a title shot.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, we all want to see that for sure. I mean,
Because he's ready. All these guys moving from 147, gone. It's his for the taking. I told him, yo, bro, watch.
and real quick before I forget,
He's gonna get a shot. Watch what I tell you.
this was to the very next day. There was another huge.
Oh.
No one talked about it because of the
It was like a couple hours later, actually.
in Japan.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, he won by unanimous decision. Too.
Yeah. And there's some, on another note, P, there's some sad boxing news too.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Ricky Hatton.
Oh yeah. That was over the weekend, right?
That was sad. That was tough. Yeah.
That was like the day after, right?
That was the day of, basically the day of, yeah, over there, They found him in his house, unresponsive. They say it was no foul play. But that dude, he lived his life 100 miles an hour,
He was
man.
in his 70s, right?
Who?
Where he had, how old is he?
Oh, man, 46.
Oh.
My age.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Damn, that's young.
Yeah, 46 years old, bro. Gone.
R.I.P. All right, let's go to our interviewers and highlight section. All right, we got Coach Kevin Bradley from Whittier Tech. This one's interesting because he's coaching this year and he's battling cancer. So his speech is kind of
Bless you.
yeah. His
Bless
speech,
you, brother.
His speech isn't like so he can't enunciate some words and
My
stuff.
father
like
passed
that.
away
So,
from cancer, so that's kind of like very close.
Yeah. And then we got Central Catholic head coach John Sexton. We got Noah Allen, running back, and then we got Caden Chase and Joseph Neal in top 10 plays. And then we gotta get up out of here. All right, Coach, you guys came out here, home opener for the team, really set the tone early on, physical game. How you like the game execution from the team today?
This is the way we like to play football, physical. We have some of the toughest guys that will tackle, block, and run in the Merrimack Valley area. And the Southwest tapped him right here, and he does such a super job. But I'm so proud of every single person. They did a great job.
They scored 14 quick points to end that first half.
Yeah.
Turned it to a 2-point game. Your defense pitched a shutout in the second half. Started off 3 and out, then you guys went down and forced a turnover. Just what can you say about your defense in that second half?
Defense stepped up. Offense made a couple mistakes, but the defense stepped right up and made the big plays, which shows a sign of a good team. And they gave the ball to the offense, and the offense knows one thing: put the ball in the end zone.
All right. And lastly, how are you guys going to be able to use this momentum going forward? You got Lowell Catholic coming in here next week, right? You guys seems like you guys are really, you guys are really focused in on the game plans that you're.
We're getting better, but I'll tell you what, Richard, you tell them what we're doing.
We're going to run the ball, and we're going to keep doing it over and over and over.
All right.
That's the game.
All right. Congrats on the win, Coach.
All right. Thank you.
Coach, that second half, your defense, man, they really stepped it up in that second half. Actually, throughout the game, after that first drive, they marched down, but after that first drive, they settled in and they really made it difficult.
Yeah, I thought the defense played great, and like you say, they hit us with a couple of plays on the first drive to go down and put it in, and then after that, we really played good, and in particular, we really played good in the second half. And I thought we were running the ball, and I thought we were tackling as a group, as a team. It was really good tonight.
Also, your offense picked it up in that second half. You got some momentum starting off. You guys went to that ground game that really got you guys going in. You went to that 4-receiver set that spread those guys out to use the speed. Did you guys just see something with that set that was continually working?
Well, to be honest with you, we didn't run the ball at all last week against Stepanak. And I think that we're going to be able to this season. I hope so. So it was good to kind of finally see that in the second half. And, I mean, BC's so well coached. And, they're a very rugged group. And they're always prepared. And so I thought we played really pretty good in the second half. So I'm pleased with that.
And just how good it's been just to get the win, because you guys these next couple of weeks you got some tough opponents. You're going to St. John's Prep next week. Just to get on the winning side, just to get a momentum going, you guys travel to Danvers next week.
Well, yeah, 100%. We get another really tough game next week. And everybody certainly will feel better now that we have a win under our belt, and we played a really solid second half tonight. So yes, it certainly will go a long way for the guys' psyche, and the kids did great. Kids played really good tonight, so that was good. Thank you, sir.
No, man, you guys came out here. You guys, like I said to the coach, you guys really set the tone early. First drive, kind of feeling out. Then after that, it seems like the running game really got it going. Like, how were you guys able just to execute that running game, rushing attack today?
We were just pounding the ball, powers. That's all that matters is we got a good line, we're able to execute, and that's what gets it done.
They went on that run to close out the first half, make it a 2-score game, but second half defensively, you guys really were locked in, pitching a shutout in the second half. What did you guys do in the second half?
We talked it over. We had an injury, but that didn't stop us. The adversity never stops. We talked over it. We got a guy at the next safety, and we just powered through. I mean, we have a solid defense, and it's Lock City every time.
Right. How do you like the way this team is playing these first 2 games? Seems like you guys really, really honed in on it.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, at practice, we have like our scout offenses, scout defenses. They give us a really good look, and it's all about family, man. We just power through. Everything falls in place, and we're just rolling. We got the ball rolling. It's not going to stop.
All right, man. Congratulations on the win, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
Hey, fellas, you guys came out here. Slow first half. They marched down the field. They got the score, but the defense really settled in. Going into the half, they're marching. You get that that interception. How big was that to give you guys momentum, not to go down 2 scores going into the half?
I mean, that was huge. It kills momentum going down 7-0 in the first half and having them in the red zone with less than 2 minutes left. And getting that interception gave us a chance to go back inside, down 7-0, regroup, prepare for that second half, mentally prepare to go and win every down. And that's how we won the game. So It was just that was it.
Yeah. Caden, for you, close to 200 yards on the ground. You guys really made an emphasis in that running game in the second half. What did you guys see in their defense? Because you guys went to that 4-receiver set, spread them out some bit, and you were able to work in space in that.
Yeah, I would say it was so effective. One, because the O-line blocked. I give all the credit to them. I wouldn't be able to do what I did today without them. Running backs, just one of those positions where you need, your team to help you out. But, last week we lost a very good program in New York, and we couldn't run the ball last week. It was hard for me to get going, Caden Smith to get going. And this week we just focused on at practice. We want to run the ball. We want to show everyone that we got one of the most talented backfields, in the whole Massachusetts. So, having Caden Smith, having me, having Amari Mills, I think we have the best, trio of runners in, the state. So we just worked all week and we watched so much film to come prove it out here.
How key was that pick six just to close it off after you guys took the 22-7 lead, but then you saw you get that pick six. What did you see on that play? Just walk me through that whole possession.
I mean, they've been running that same formation, that same sort of play set the whole second half. And so I just we got to feel as a defense where they wanted the ball to go. They stopped running the ball a little less. That was their priority in the first half. Second half, they were throwing those quick outs and screens, and we just made sure we were in our position. I mean, huge help to our linebackers being where they had to be, corners covering their guy, down linemen providing pressure. I mean, it's a team effort, and that helped me be in a position to go make that play, which was just a huge game. Like, it fueled us.
And lastly, you guys got the win. It's good to have the win under the belt, especially while you guys go into Danvers next week to take on St. John's Prep. Just how good of a feeling do you guys have right now, getting the win and knowing the opponent you guys have next week? Yeah,
it's definitely a good feeling because, like I already mentioned, we lost week one. And, I believe, week one sets a tone for the season, win or loss. But we came back and we defied those odds. We lost the first week, came back and won the second one. And, like I mentioned before, we have one of the hardest schedules in all of New England. And, a team like St. John's Prep, they're very good. They just beat Springfield Central in week one. And, last year versus them, we had a close game with them. So, it only gets harder from here, but it just brings our motivation and our drive so much higher. We're ready to come out, beat St. John's and just play good and try our best.
All right, fellas. Congrats on the win and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good night.
It's time for the top 10 plays from week 2 of the high school football season. At number 10, we go to BC High with quarterback Liam Polis finds receiver Jake Issa, who breaks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tackles to get to the end zone for Eagles touchdown. At number 9, it's Lynn Tech quarterback Eddie Lewis Jr., who throws a short pass to Colin McGough, who somehow his knee doesn't hit the ground when the would-be tacklers try to get him down, and he is off to the races for a Tigers touchdown in their win over Malden. At number 8, it's Whittier Tech running back Noah Allen, who takes the carry. He makes one cut, he hits the corner, and he's off to the races for his 4th touchdown of the day, and the Wildcats win over Lawrence. At number 7, it's St. John's Prep running back Jordan Torabia, who takes the carry. He goes up the middle, he cuts, makes one guy miss, and he's off to the races. Prep touchdown in their win over Marshfield. At number 6, it's St. Mary's Jimmy Jennings, who takes the handoff and he gets some blockers. He's got a seam in the alley and he shows off the Jets as he goes 63 yards for a Spartans touchdown in their win over Kip Academy. At number 5, we go back to Marshfield. This time it's Marshfield quarterback Cole Summers, who connects with receiver Nate Rawlinson, who is wide open, and all he sees is daylight on his way to a 65-yard touchdown. At number 4, we go to Swampscott, where defensive back Noah Baskin, who picks off quarterback Shane Knowlton on an errant pass, and Baskin will take it all the way to the house to give the Big Blue the 20-12 lead. At number 3, we go to BC High. This time it's Central Catholic defensive back Joseph Leah, who picks off Liam Polis, and he goes all the way to the house for a 37-yard pick six. At number 2, we go back to Manning Field. This time it's Malden who's going to make the big play as the return man scoops up the kickoff, and he finds daylight and on his way to the end zone for a Golden Tornadoes touchdown. At number 1, we go to North Andover between a Merrimack Valley Conference matchup between North Andover and Methuen, and Methuen's Alex Santiago is going to take the kickoff. He's going to make one cut, two cut, then he's going to show off the speed as he races for a 70-yard kick return for a touchdown for the Rangers and their win over North Andover. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. High school football for this week. Lynn Classical is at Medford tomorrow. Lynn English is at Lynn English is at Peabody. St. Mary's is at Gloucester. Those are Friday games. Lynn Tech Saturday at home, 6 p.m. against Monty Tech or something like that. I think that's what the school name is. Kip Academy home Friday against Manchester Essex. So those are the games.
They get a win yet, Kip?
Nah, man, their quarterback hurt. And yeah, not so good right now.
Damn.
But yeah, so those are the games. If you're free, especially Friday and Saturday, if you're around, go to Manning Field or travel with the teams. Go out there and support. And happy belated birthday, Deandra. Birthday was on the 15th.
Oh, damn.
Who, Cuzzo?
Yeah.
Damn, slipped my mind.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Cuz.
I gotta reach out to him.
Happy birthday, Cuzzo. For real.
Yeah, shout out to my brother, a married man now.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Congrats, my guy.
Yeah,
man.
we had a blast.
Yo, y'all look tight, too. I like those suits. Why red?
I don't know. He just picked the red. I just go with
It was fly, though. I ain't even gonna hold
Shout
you.
out Johnny, too, for being a stellar brother.
Yeah, that fool.
Why? What he do? What happened? So
You see those? You see?
He didn't make it.
I know. I didn't see. I was wondering where was he?
Being slow.
I mess with him though. I like him, bro. I like him, bro.
Typical little brother.
Nah, but I like him though. I'm telling you,
That's
man.
Johnny for you.
Yeah, I like him too.
He's a G, bro. Like when I met him downtown, bro, I didn't even know he was, bro.
Lastly, before we get out of here, quick story. I was with my cousins for something that she was doing, and she had invited somebody that she had met, at a networking event. Man, I guess there was somebody me and this person used to talk and went out a couple times.
Word.
But my cousin ain't know that, so I was like, oh, hi.
They didn't even let you know.
Wait.
But my cousin didn't know.
You ain't tell him?
She didn't even tell you, like, yeah, I got
Oh, it was a female cousin?
Yeah.
My homegirl coming, her name such and such. You would have let her know, like, yo.
Yeah, shit.
Where you from?
It was funny. It was funny. I was like, oh. Well.
You had a good night?
It was cool. I don't make things awkward. I just
Like
be
reception night, you know?
Yeah, I don't make things awkward. I just feel like, whatever.
Nah, I feel you on that.
Yeah. But it was just funny because I was like, oh.
God don't make mistakes, man.
It was just hilarious because my cousin probably had no idea. And she probably still doesn't because I didn't say nothing. So that's a little spill for the day. But yeah, chat, we'll be back next week. We're out of here. Have a good one, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
peace.